What's poppin'?
Hello,
We are
everyone.
back.
Yep.
Fireside. You saw the last round one match yesterday. We're back at it again, but round two. And this is the first, I believe this is the first round two of the entire tournament so far. And it's going to be, I believe, Where is My Chenault against NJIT 1. So
Yeah.
get ready for that.
Yeah. And because it is round two, we are going to have more of a competitive game this time. Everyone is kind of like, rooted out. So only the cream of the crop were able to stay here. As here in the draft, um, we're seeing some really tanky picks here. I do like the Nautilus Lee Sin. We have a lot of tools here, as Rakan is going to be the last pick here for Where's My Chenault? And that's going to be a Sivir Rakan in the bot lane and Udyr Flex, I think. And now Draven, Nautilus Draven. Okay, so that's going to be a really potent bot lane, especially in the early game, because Draven just does Draven things as Nautilus. As early as level 1, he can get a really good engage. And with that level 1 root from his passive, they're gonna have to play it more on the safe side, as Rakan is known for being not that great in the early game. So it looks like this is also a fearless draft as well, as there were no bans.
Yes, this is Fearless Draft. Every match, once again, is Fearless Draft. So that is in fact what they're working with. So everyone you see on this screen by the time Champ Select ends, they will not be showing up in game number two, and
Yeah,
we are seeing just that as a little bit of a I don't know, seems a bit one sided in that bottom side area.
yeah. They have Silver does have that spell shield, and Rakan does have a lot of sustainabilities. He can help peel, as Ornn is going to be locked in for Where's My Shen ult? And that offers a great amount of CC, tankiness, and late game scaling for them. So it is going to be Udyr jungle instead of Udyr top. And now here we are waiting for our red side top laner to counter that Ornn.
Yep.
Oh, it's going to be
Oh,
Mordekaiser. Interesting. I actually would have preferred that Gwen just to chop down Ornn because of how tanky he is. But,
but
Mordekaiser,
considering the team composition that NJIT on the red side are starting to cook up. They do need a little more frontline. Like Lee Sin and Nautilus. I mean, they are
yeah,
decent frontline options, but they're not really gonna be the best. And Mordekaiser will definitely fill that void in terms of the early mid game, and that should definitely help NJIT at least make their way into this game. But on the other hand, we gotta look at where's my Shen. Unfortunately, not playing Shen. Uh, maybe
yeah.
they'll play it eventually, but right now they're gonna stick with the Ornn with their front line, Udyr as well. So you got really two decent options, but I guess the only concern would be, I mean, no, I think gap closing would be fine.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Like,
say they might have a little bit of trouble with the Ornn and Udyr not really having that much ways. Like you have the Ornn ulti, you have the Udyr, but then you top it off with the Rakan plus a Sivir ultimate, and that can really
it can
change
turn the
it
tide.
can turn the tide,
Yeah.
especially into a Draven who can't really go anywhere, a Syndra again who can't really go anywhere. So those two targets will be definitely very exposed. So they both these players need to be absolutely careful in order to maximize their damage, maximize their survivability. And as I think about this is getting really close in terms of draft.
Yeah. Like, in round one, we didn't really see much of team comps as a priority. But since these guys are more like higher ranked, they actually put these things into consideration. So kind of like the synergy of the champions is what I like to see
They
here.
were
And
definitely
yeah,
thinking about it. They were definitely like, I would assume they would have had done some homework, thinking about what comps they would wanna try to work with, and this is probably what they did. Decent. very traditional front and back composition on the side of where's my Shen ult, and then there's Rakan who can go essentially both ways. Can be the front line, can be the one leading the charge, or can just be in the back, help peel for the back line. It's
Yeah, I can't wait to see like the wombo combos here
yeah,
because
you could say the same thing honestly for NJIT as well. They have their standard front and back, but they don't really
of
have
course
that
the mage
flexibility
mid lane.
in that support area.
Yeah, and we also have the traditional mage mid lane. I mean, it's either Oriana, Syndra, Azir, or Akali these days. So love to see those as the facilitators, kind of for control over these objectives, as they both offer really good amounts of CC, especially with that shockwave and scatter the weak. As we are over here waiting for the spec delay, as yeah,
I think we will take a step back for a moment as we slowly but surely get into this game number one. So do not go anywhere. And we back on the
Back we
Rift.
are.
Fearless Draft is making this so much faster, man.
Yeah,
And I
we don't
love it.
have to talk about bans. We don't have to talk about, oh,
It,
this
it, it
is.
just removes that layer of, like, I guess,
Yeah,
tactility. And see what they're
as
cooking up. NJIT on the red side. Where is my Shen ult on the blue? And it looks like
they
NJIT,
are,
they're doing their own. They're they're doing their own form of RU screw. The 5-man
as they
invade into the jungle.
think they are
Oh, okay, okay.
getting a little spicier. They are going to go the long
They're
way.
gonna go the long way. Exciter and Pinky Moon, they might be in a bit of trouble. They see each other
It is
now.
warded.
They do see each other, so unfortunately, we won't see a level 1 5v5. We won't see a kill happen unless Serial gets too close. Nope, he is just
Mask
fine.
Zero, not able to find that.
Yeah, he's
And
fine.
now they're
He'll
just
be
going to
fine.
walk
He'll
off.
be fine.
Yeah, that ball from that Oriana is able to find a little bit of vision on there, and they're gonna call off the invade as they weren't able to find anything. Now Consolo is forced to start here in the top side, and it's gonna be a traditional red start for NJIT here.
Kind of interesting seeing
As
Mass Zero starting on that blue buff. Probably didn't have time to go towards that red buff, which is what the optimal strat for a Lee Sin start would be. But
yeah,
then again, blue buff start not the end of the world.
as
Fire 6.
we get a little bit of a trade here.
Fire does win that out with that first strike that he managed to pull off first. Both of them actually have first strike, and Fire was able to get his off first.
As a hook finds Scyther. They do hit level 2 first, NJIT, but nothing goes as Unlucky Ducky is able to pull Bane of Hades in. But just a little bit of trading here in the bot lane. They're going to be able to crash this here.
As long as Pinky Moon and Zyther don't, like, absolutely massively screw up, like Pinky Moon somehow gets baited by a spell shield, Exciter walks a little too close. As I say that,
Oh, Serial.
it's getting spicy towards that mid lane.
And now they did both bring TP, so no Ignite to kind of finish them off here.
They're
But
just getting blow for blow. Consolo actually gets spotted. And the rest of the bot lane, with that bot lane priority, they're just going to be able to steal that away. And
as
thankfully, the wall is there.
Solo is in Phoenix form, has to run away, does switch to Turtle. As now Zyther is there, but he's a little bit late.
Wait. What?
Oh, finds the hook onto Pinky Moon. I think Pinky Moon is just going to get picked out here as double knockup goes. And Pinky Moon is going to be first blood. Trapmaster is so insanely low. Consolo also follows.
Oh my God.
The Ignite was not enough to kill that Trapmaster over there. As Mass Zero goes in under the tower. That's going to be 3 kills for NJIT.
And just like that, I say that if no one in the bot lane screws up, they should be fine. And then the moment I say that, they absolutely screw up. So
yeah, that's going to be both summoners gone as Scout of the Week finds Serial. Stops her back for just a little bit.
That might have been one of the first caster curses I've ever done. This feels good. This feels good.
It's okay.
We have so much power. I can just say something. I can just say something like, I don't know. Fire is in a comfortable spot because of blue buff. Watch him get solo killed now.
And look at the summoner spells here. Pinky Moon doesn't have her Flash or Ghost as she is going to be hooked, but that spell shield is going to keep her safe for now. As Mass Zero and Consolo find each other in the river. Mass Zero getting so incredibly low is able to ward out of there. As Fire putting on some damage. Mass Zero goes back in, and that's going to be a kill going on to Serial. As now they're trying to kill Fire here. Consolo is not fast enough. Does have that little burn. Might get it. And that's another kill. That's a 2-for-0 here.
I'm telling you, man, the caster curse is actually working. It actually works. It's so bad. I don't know. But honestly, Mass Zero, he really thought he had the damage to try to finish off Consolo, but it's a new deer. That thing is deceptively tanky in the early game.
Yeah,
and we
especially with that turtle form.
yeah, especially that empowered turtle form. And Mass Zero did kind of suffer a bit of that Lee syndrome. Y'all know and love it. You land your Q, you have to go for it. And
Yeah.
he does get punished for not for underestimating the
Mass
damage.
Zero goes in, Bane of Hades, but he has no abilities to kind of stop him as he can just walk away here. And now Drake is up. Both junglers. Actually, one jungler is in the top side as Pinky Moon is going to get a turret shot here. Trapmaster is alone as Tran is not here to put any damage down, but Pinky Moon is so low. Might not have that priority for the Drake because of that. As Trapmaster here thinning out the wave. As Tran makes his way back into the lane, no summoner spells are available except for that Recon Flash as Grand Entrance knocks up Trapmaster to buffer his hook. As now one finds Pinky
Oh
Moon
my
is so
god, this
low, has
Draven.
no mana. But Consolo's in the area. That's just one more auto. Tran is able to get the kill. And now it's a party here in the bot lane. Grand Entrance finds the knockup. Tran is so low, and he eventually dies as Fire and Mask Zero were not able to make it in time.
Oh no. We're gonna keep
Finds the
going.
Q. Mask Zero not able to follow up, though he is level 4.
Mass Zero has been pretty damn active in this early game, which is what you want to see on the Lee Sin, but it's just kind of unlucky seeing most of his plays that he tries to go for just fall flat. Like first time in the mid lane, this time in the bot lane where doesn't he doesn't get the timing on the bot lane cleanup that comes
Yeah.
in after that initial play coming in from Tran and Trapmaster. But
Yeah,
Tran
and they're
did
not necessarily bad plays. They're just unlucky as Trapmaster here finds the root onto Serial, is going to get that dredge line as Consolo is there in the area for a bit of protection.
Ooh.
Tran, Shockwave finds Tran as Grand Entrance misses, but I think that's just going to be 2 kills here in the mid lane for Wimsu as now Trapmaster falls. Fire not in the area, but they do secure the Drake. So it's 2 kills for one dragon, and it is Cloud. I don't know how good that is. As now Fire gets out of there.
I'm surprised Serial managed to even live that. He got jumped in the initial part. Mass Zero
Grand
is in a
Entrance finds him.
very bad spot. And he is
Unlucky.
gone. Brad, no way
Yeah.
he dies a third time. No way.
Now Tran. They are going to find the knockup.
Oh,
Dredge
great
line is
hook.
good. Tyther just dies here.
That was
As Pinky Moon wasn't able to walk up. She does have her ultimate, but she is very low, and her mana is not in a good place either. But she does have both of her summoner spells, as they both have replenished. As
what the?
they are going to be bringing into the Death Realm. Unlucky Ducky is going to continue the pursuit onto Bane of Hades, but that's an Ornn with that early Negatron cloak. There's not much you can do. As now he's just going to walk away and survive that ultimate.
And despite Tran getting absolutely wiped 2 times in a row in the span of like what seemed like a minute, he got two cash outs so far this game, so he is still relatively, yeah, he's chilling. He's sitting at 4,500 gold, the most in the game. And as I say that,
As
this lead is just
knockup
gonna go
rounds on
even
site
farther in his favor.
Is not going to live there as Shockwave finds Fire. Unleashed Power is available. Serial so low is going to get killed by that Lee Sin. Is going to get a 700 gold bounty. Mask Zero is now in a better spot. He is building that serrated Dirk. He is going for that Eclipse, I think.
Could
As
be an
Fire.
Eclipse, could be a Dustblade, but most likely is going to be that Eclipse that you said. And right now, this Draven is starting to get scary. I touched up upon it a little bit. Yeah, he's sitting at 4,500 gold, now at 5,000. Still the most in the game. Thanks to those 2 cash outs that he got. Mass Zero,
Rift
does have,
Herald
he has a
is gonna
ward.
be secured.
He'll be fine. And the collapse is a little too late on the side of, where's my Shen ult?
Yeah, as Exciter does go for that, does go for the Swifties instead of any type of armor here. I think he is going to start looking to roam as Pinky Moon is all alone here in the bot lane. She is pretty vulnerable, but she does have her ultimate. Oh, she does not have her ultimate, but she has both summoners. As now, here in the mid lane, Fire is just getting pushed under his own tower. He did finish that Luden's Echo.
I think right now on the side, if you're where's my Shen spot lane, you just need to bunker down. You just need to just try to farm as much as you can without giving Fran more kills, more cash outs, more gold.
Yeah.
In order for
but look at that gold difference here. It's not that big. It does exist, but it's not too much.
It's definitely skewed towards NJIT a little bit thanks to those Draven cash outs. But other than that,
it's not crippling.
Yeah, it's not crippling just yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
It is.
If this Draven gets more kills, yeah, it's still anyone's game, but if this Draven starts to get more kills, it might get a little catastrophic, but...
Pinky Moon forced to use that spell shield here. As now they have no wave, it is gonna center out.
Yeah, right now Dragon up in a minute. Both these junglers are grouping towards that bottom side. Mass0 does pick up the scuttle, might look for a play in the mid lane.
Serial so low.
Ooh.
Is gonna find the kick, and that's gonna be a pick going on for NJIT as double knockup is there. Scyther just trying to get out of there. He was able to get a good engage. What a great hook by Trapmaster. And I think that's just going to be a double kill. Another cash out for that Draven. Tran is getting insanely scary here.
Yep, 2 cash outs for this Draven. Essentially doubled the amount of cash outs he had in this game, but now he has even more. Lots of more money coming into him. And he can just... there is a world where he just absolutely 1v9s this game.
And looks like they're going to drop Rift there in the bot lane. But here in top, they're just fighting each other. As he's brought to the death realm once more. As...
Ooh, this might get close.
Oh. Paul the Forge God is going to knock him up. He's going to get the brittle proc, but... Oh, Flash Q finds the solo damage, and Unlucky Ducky is able to solo kill Bane of Hades there. As now Drake is up.
The solo kill is good, but Tran is forced to back away. He needs to get items, but it doesn't even matter, it seems like.
As TP is coming in. And everyone is using their abilities. And Pull In finds 2. Master0 thinking about re-engaging.
Oh my god.
Is going to find 2 of them. Holy moly, look at that damage. As Consolo
He's still alive.
Is fighting away. Tran wasn't even there, and they won a fight.
Yeah,
that is how much damage.
Mass0 just pumps out so much damage with the Eclipse and the teleport coming in from Unlucky Ducky. That was enough to just barely get his team over the line.
Yeah, and now look at that gold lead. It's 5k on the side of NJIT. I'm pretty sure they all had bounties as well. As that is just not good for... Where's my Shen ult? As we can see, Trapmaster pathing towards that top lane. Oh, Scout of the Week is good. 2 levels up. Unleash power. Brings Serial on 1 HP. As now Bane of Hades is there in top. No ult available. No flash either. I think he just dies here as Consolo is here for the rescue.
Nope. He's just gonna go down.
Yeah. Consolo might die here too if they do have a dredge line, which is good. And that's a double kill for Unlucky Ducky. NJIT are just pushing their lead further and further now. As since they have so much prio, Trapmaster can just go anywhere he pleases.
Yeah, it's seeming like where's my Shen ult? They're starting to rumble. They're starting to fall apart in this mid game. As these turrets are going down left and right. So they already got the bot lane tower before the plates even went down. They just break open the mid turret. And now they have so much map control that they can just work with whatever the hell they want. Mass0 wants to look for something. Now he's out of range.
He's going really aggressive for Pinky Moon as Consolo's there in the area, finds the kick. Pinky Moon is able to space out here. Master0 is gonna
holy damage.
Not gonna fall. is going to get one before he goes, as the quickness, Call of the Forge God are going to be used, and Tran is going to fall as well. That's a 2-for-2 trade.
And the shutdown, most importantly, goes over to that Sivir. And it's definitely going to help Where's My Shen ult to keep themselves alive in this game. They are down about 5k gold, but there is a glimmer. There is hope for Where's My Shen ult to try to come back into this game. But considering how abysmal that mid game has been going so far, it's possible that NJIT could just be too far ahead and have too much damage for Where's My Shen ult to handle.
Yeah, and look here in the mid lane, that Fire just has such an insane CS lead on Serial. He does have 26 on top of him, and he does have that tower. So opening up that mid lane, they're going to be able to get a lot of those flank angles, as now they're just going to go for the Rift Herald here. I don't think they're going to be able to contest. As Consolo, looks like they're going to try for it. As now, double knock up from that Ornn. Unlucky Ducky is low, is going to take one into the death realm, as Trapmaster is alone here. Is going to fight for his life, as Zyther is going to be taken away. Flash is used. Bane of Hades is going to get queued on by Mask Zero. Stun is going to find from that Scatter of the Weak. As, oh my goodness, Fast Zero just lives with 1 HP. Unlucky Ducky on the pursuit. Pinky Moon trying to
look at him go
here. Oh my goodness. The spell shield is not enough. He almost got a double kill there, but was able to take out Unlucky Ducky.
Whoa. Why are they healing so much, man?
It's now Mask Zero and Consolo kind of going at it. The two junglers, as TP is coming in from Serial. Scout of the Week is going to find the stun. She's 2 levels down. Huge damage onto her. As now, I don't think she can do anything. Tran here can just... One auto attack is good. As now the Shockwaves finds Fire. Scout of the Week not able to stun Rakan. And now he's just going to die. But Tran is able to get that 1 auto attack onto Serial. And that's going to be another kill.
How in the hell did Mass Zero live through that? Pinky Moon, honestly, Pinky Moon played that to the best of his ability. Like, he was kiting, he was trying to pump out as much damage as possible, but it just wasn't enough. Did flash away from the Syndra Q at the end, but at that point, this Pinky Moon was already 1 auto away from dead, and Fire knew that very well, and 1 right click was enough to send them into the gray screen.
And they're just trading blow for blow here. Kills traded for kills, as now the Drake is spawning. It is a Mountain Soul.
Yeah, we are on the Mountain Rift. 5 seconds left. Now the dragon spawns.
NJIT have full priority here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Where's My Shen ult want to contest this. Consolo is all the way in no man's land up in top lane.
He's just gonna give this.
Yeah, it's gonna be Soul Point going over to NJIT.
Yeah, and look at them pushing their lead. The lead that they were able to get, they were able to kind of snowball it so insanely well. And now I feel like as every passing minute goes by, Where's My Shen ult is just running out of options. They're gonna need some miracle here, as now the Baron is spawning in a minute.
Oh, this might be a miracle here.
As Master Zero is going to get knocked up from that Ornn. He's taking huge damage, kicks him over the wall as Fire's in the area. Call of the Forge God is going to find him, and that's going to be another kill as he is taken away. Fire has no abilities that he's able to use to get out of there. No flash. Scout of the Week is able to stop the dash, but he's going to get killed in the end.
Oh my god.
Huge shockwave. Grand entrance is going to find the charm onto Tran. Instant cleanse, though, is still going to die. Trapmaster is going to use that dredge line into the wall. I don't think he was going for that, as now, with that TP from Unlucky Ducky, Trapmaster is able to get out of there.
I think that was the miracle. That's what they needed. They got 3 kills. Mass Zero kind of just lazily goes onto their Krugs, doesn't respect the presence of those two players in the bot lane.
Yeah, he just gets caught out there.
Yeah.
I don't want them to start getting too cocky to the point where they start throwing the game, but That's just a
It's possible.
grave mistake.
It is possible. If they keep making these mistakes, then there is a world where a comeback could be in the works here. But right now, Tran, look at him go. Look at his inventory. He's already at a collector. He's at his 3rd item in this game at 20 minutes.
Yeah, just so much gold on that Draven, and they both teams are trying to set up for this Baron here. As now we see more of a shift towards that top side. Bane of Hades is going to push that wave while he does have that TP available. I think they're trying to move up here now.
Yep, Baron is on the table now.
As Pinky Moon does find the reset, he's able to buy a couple of items here. But it looks like not yet. NJIT does have control of the river.
They have full control of this vision right now. They could even start it whenever the hell they want. And here they go. Nothing to work with on the side of where's my Shen ult? It is completely dark on their end. It's all up to Scyther to try to find something, but this Baron's already at half HP.
Yeah, they just take it so quickly because of that Garen. Draven, as Call of the Forge God is not going to hit. And now the Baron is going to be secured by NJIT. And the quickness is going to find a few charms as Unlucky Ducky is in the death realm.
Look at Tran. He's down.
Huge shockwave is found. And now Pinky Moon is going to fall. Fire and Mask Zero are the sole survivors as Serial misses the Q. Mask Zero is going to get taken away. And that's going to be a huge flip. They lose the Baron, but they somehow are able to kill every single member. That's an ace for Where's My Shen ult.
I don't even know what just happened. Somehow, some way, after that Baron went down, they even lost value on that Ornn ultimate. Bane of Hades got stunned up. He couldn't get the second part of that ultimate down, but it really didn't even matter. Serial playing that team fight so insanely well. He got a multi-man shockwave. He was able to dodge away from that Lee Sin. That Lee Sin wanted to look for a flash kick into a Q, but he just wasn't able to get in range. And Serial, with that flash, keeps the distance and was able to react to that Q that tried to get on to Serial. And it was just like that. It was enough to turn that team fight around, and they completely wiped this Baron off the map.
Yeah, and I think that Where's My Shen ult are back in the game as Drake is spawning in 50 seconds. That is Soul Point. And if they want a chance at winning this game, they can't go down without a fight as Trapmaster finds a hook. Dredge line is good, but he's going to use that depth charge as now 2 roots are there. Call of the Forge God is good. Finds 2. The TP is coming in. TP's coming in from both teams. Trapmaster is going to fall. Unlucky Ducky does take Scyther into the Death Realm. They lose a lot of utility there as Scatter the Weak finds 2. Consolo so low as Unlucky Ducky falls. Tran doing so much damage as now they're trying to back off now. NJIT just have no more abilities that they can tank. They just have no tank now. As now Serial is full HP. They're just going to take this Drake here. Shockwave doesn't find anyone, but I think they can get the Drake here with Pinky Moon.
Yeah, this is going to be enough to zone NJIT away from this dragon. Unless Max Zero, he is hanging around, but he is spotted.
He might go for the steal here if they do opt to do it, but Consolo is still down, so I think it's just safe for them to go for a reset here and look for another fight. As now the gold deficit is only 3k now.
Again,
getting smaller and smaller.
Whoa.
Masiro finds Pinky Moon is able to pick her off, but I think that's just going to be a trade as Unlucky Ducky finds the TP. Masiro still alive, is going to be taken away. And now Serial falls from Scatter the Weak as Consolo is now here. Unlucky Ducky looking to zone them off as the Drake is spawned. Unlucky Ducky pulls in 2. And the Dredge line is going to hook that piece of terrain that Ornn made. And Drake is reset here.
Masiro is down, and this time the tables have turned. Now the jungler of Where's My Shen ult is alive, and on NJIT, their jungler is dead. But it looks like NJIT want to go for this play. They want this soul really, really badly.
Is stunned. Doesn't find the second proc as Dredge line misses as well. 3 knockup. As now the quickness is in. Tran is CC'd for so long, but no follow-up. As now he can just re-engage and start doing damage. Khan Solo falls. And now Rakan is pulled in. Pinky Moon is now in the fight. Is going to have to use that ulti here. But it looks like NJIT might just take the Drake here. Pinky Moon going for the
Oh
steal.
my
Not going to
god.
get it. As NJIT find it. As Serial is running for her life. Dredge line is there. As the Shockwave doesn't find anyone. Mask Zero on the pursuit. Does find the Q. Waits for the Boom Shroom. And finds another kill onto Pinky Moon. That's an ace for NJIT. I think they can just end the game right here.
There's a chance they can end.
is up in 10 seconds.
Yes.
Scyther also up in 5.
This might be close. Consolo needs to do his damn best to try to get that wave cleared out. Could try to smite the cannon minion. Could try to just use that empowered ultimate to try to clear this wave to the best of his ability. And he does just that.
Mountain Soul. As Scyther finds a knock-up on Master Zero, but the tower is just getting lower and lower. Tran is only focused on that as well. As they're just autoing the Nexus, and that's going to be game 1 going on to NJIT.
That game was only 26.5 minutes long, but it felt like 40 considering how many fights have happened, so much action happening in that early to mid game, and it got scary for NJIT, but they were able to keep it together. They were able to string together one team fight win, and that was just enough for them to cross the line into a game 1 win. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a banger. That was a banger game because they were actually pretty close the entire game. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, and we can take a look at the damage charts here. Yep, as expected on the side of NJIT, that Draven absolutely popping off. Got a lot of cash outs early into that game, and with that, he was just cooking.
Yeah, even with the drafts being pretty much even, they were still able to find the edge over them and win in a 26-minute game.
And for now, that'll be it for game number 1. And we'll head into a pretty brief break, but when we come back, we will soon enough head into game number 2 of this best of 3. And don't go anywhere. Welcome back. We here.
Hello, everyone.
We here for game number 2 of this best
Yeah,
of 3. Where's my Shen ult up against NJIT, who are up 1 game. And with that, we will we're heading into the draft for this game number 2. Right now it's a do or die situation for Where's My Shen ult. They almost had a comeback in that game number 1, but unfortunately just couldn't cross the line And with that, that is going to be a game one win over the NJIT, which on the flip side, need one more to advance to the third round.
Yeah, I'm really hoping for a game three. I don't in all the games that I casted, it was 2-0 and it was a stomp. But this game was pretty even, the tides almost turned and it was really exciting. So I really hope that they get to game three here.
Very well could happen, but we're gonna have to
Reverse
go.
sweep.
We must go through the draft first. That is definitely the first thing we have to do, and we could talk about that a little bit. That Trundle is going to be uh
I think it's a trundle top.
could be a Trundle
It
top,
might
could
be.
go jungle, could flex around, but in the end, it most likely could probably going to go in the top lane, especially with that mana buff to Trundle's
Uh-huh.
Q that he has gotten recently.
Just
So
does so much damage to
he does
towers
so
as well.
he's just an absolute menace when it comes to split pushing, and see if that is going to be taken into effect as right
Looking for
now.
their ADC here. As Caitlyn is going to be their choice with that Jarvan. And Jarvan is pretty broken. That Cataclysm, and still, even after the nerfs, Gore Drinker Shojin is still unseen. Wait, hold on. You can't do that. That's illegal.
Wait a
He's
minute.
hovering Mordekaiser, which we already saw in game one.
Yep.
And it looks like it's going to be Caitlyn Karma there in the bot lane. Usually you see um, either a Caitlyn Lux or Ezreal Karma, but now we're getting the best of both worlds. We do get a lot of poke there. And now Shen ult are going to pick there. I wonder what they're going for
I wonder
here.
what they are. Yeah, I wonder what they're trying to figure out here. It's gonna be an interesting one. But right now it's gonna be the Lulu as a
Hmm.
response to the Caitlyn, which honestly is not that bad of a pick. They can
I think that it might be Zeri P4, I think. They could go for a Zeri here.
Zeri could be a
Zeri
viable option here.
Aphelios.
Yeah, Zeri, Aphelios. What else could there be? Ezreal, but Ezreal is a little bit on the weaker side right now in terms of the current meta.
As now the
Honestly,
picks.
Misfortune wouldn't be too bad, but considering that there's a Jarvan in play, it might be a little difficult for for our Misfortune pick to absolutely pop off. But then again, most AD carries are immobile at the moment. Ones that are actually good, but Zeri might be the
Yeah,
best pick here. Yep, and that will
Zeri is
be the
going to be the
lock.
lock in. She does have that dash over the wall, so if Jarvan does use that Cataclysm, she can kind of just hot foot it out of there. As now Tran.
He had an absolute show on this Draven, but unfortunately can't play that again. And
Ooh,
he is on that
spicy.
Caitlyn, but going to be the response into that assume we assume is a Trundle top lane, and it's going to be Aatrox.
I love Aatrox. He is one of my favorite champions. Love to see him in the series, and he was used a lot in Worlds. As I think Silas Akali is going to be the mid lane here. I
We
think
like
that's
that.
just another classic
One of
mid
the
lane matchup.
definitely one of those classic mid lane matchups. But I want to touch up on Aatrox versus Trundle because that's kind of an interesting one to I guess see shakedown
Yeah, we need that
because
Aatrox to space out onto that Trundle because lethal tempo Trundle is not something you want to mess with. Ooh, it could be Trundle jungle actually. As Yone is going to be the pick for Aatrox, we were
oh
totally bamboozled here. That is going to be a Trundle in the jungle. As Yone is going to be locked in, another classic matchup. I think,
okay, so this does change a little bit here. Trundle in the jungle. We this doesn't show up very often, but definitely a bruiser to worry about, especially when this Trundle has a lot of attack speed to work with and a lot of healing thanks to his own W. And oh, this early game could get a little spicy here. Jarvan, very well known for ganking pre-level 6. Trundle, the same. So again, just like game number one, we might see a ton of action from these junglers. And I wouldn't be
Yeah, and
surprised.
the mid lane is also just a skill matchup, I feel, because these two champions are both really strong in their own right. But let's look here at the top lane. Yone into Aatrox. Yone is just a classic counter into Aatrox. But if that Aatrox does, if Unlucky Ducky does play his cards right, if he does not let that Yone get control of the wave, I think he might be able to win the game or win the lane at least over that Yone, as it is a pretty solid pick. As now, since we're waiting for the Spectile, we're just gonna have a little bit of break. So don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back. And hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is game two of NJIT versus Where Is My Shen Ult. Another spicy game. I think this is gonna be a banger.
Yeah, we.
Hopefully, Where's My Shen Ult is able to get a win here, as I want this to get to game three.
Oh no, they're invading once again. They did this back in game number
Ooh,
one. They're gonna do it again here. Exciter going to get caught out here. Oh, an early
ooh, that's an
flash.
early flash. The flag did find her, as now she's gonna have to back here. And now with that flash used here in the bot lane, Masked Zero can just terrorize them.
Oh,
They just lose all.
this is a
Oh
very
wow, they're
aggressive play.
very aggressive indeed.
They're not gonna expect this. They will get a vision, some vision on that blue buff.
Ooh, I think it's a lane swap actually. Serial is now in the bot lane and Pinky Moon is playing mid. Interesting.
Oh yeah, look at that. That is true.
Pinky Moon is
That
on
is
the
definitely
Akali.
something worth mentioning. Yeah. And right
Okay.
now it's the current prediction for us is we're gonna see a lot of action, and that's a good thing.
100%.
That's a good thing. Grundle, good at these pre-level 6 ganks. Jarvan, literally the exact same thing. So naturally, both these junglers are gonna look for early ganks, and that's gonna lead to more fights. That's gonna lead to more action. That's gonna lead to you guys watching this game have things to watch and not just fall asleep for like 5 minutes before Dragon or Herald spawns.
Yeah, they both just have such an aggressive team comp. Is now here Fire and Pinky Moon are trading blows here. Still level 1, I think. As now, where's my Shen ult? He's gonna have that level 2 first. Ultra Shock Laser finds Trap Master, does a insane amount of damage there. And now they're matched in levels. As Bane of Hades on that Yone. Ooh,
Not gonna.
versus that Aatrox.
Yeah, it's this Yone is very notorious in being a hard counter into an Aatrox. Most notably, Bane of Hades can just use the Soul Unbound to just get away from Unlucky Ducky's shackles, the Infernal Chains. Somehow I remember
Yeah,
the ability name.
and it looks like in level 1, Bane of Hades was already able to find that control onto the wave, which was the one thing that Aatrox wanted in order to win against
Ooh,
or find
aggressive
the edge
trade
over his
here.
Pinky Moon, who is going to miss the Shuriken. Ignite is used, and also her flash. That's no more summoners in the mid lane for Pinky Moon, as Tran on the pursuit onto Exciter is going to have to walk out into that bush here, but Serial, not enough damage quite at
Han
this
Solo
level.
is here.
Yes, Consolo in the area. I don't think he's going to go down, as now Tran is going to get polymorphed. Serial doing insane amounts of damage, does have that level 3, as Tran is all alone, has flash, isn't going to use it, I don't think. Not
Oh,
until
he
now.
does.
Ooh, that was a late flash. I think he should have used it earlier and maybe chain the 40 caliber net with it, but that's just going to be a double kill for Serial here.
That is a great start if you're on the side of Shen ulti.
Yeah,
As
they are a game down.
two great kills, and on the Zeri no less. And now
Bane
the
of
Zeri
Hades,
already,
Soul Unbound.
yeah, Soul Unbound for Bane of Hades, but the Zeri already sitting on the Noon Quiver now. So
And now look at
there,
Unlucky Ducky. He has such a big wave here. Max Zero was in the area. I think they could have went for something, but they're just gonna opt out of that, not to be too aggressive. As now here in the mid lane, Pinky Moon is able to use that Shroud and Shuriken. She is at a disadvantage here. She has no summoner spells, so Fire just has all the control that he wants.
yeah, and Tran and Trapmaster, they do have a very poke heavy bot lane, and they're going to try to use that to their advantage. They're going to start stacking up a wave, try to perma push this wave into Serial and Exciter. But it's definitely going to be hard, especially when Zeri has potential of matching the wave clear of this Caitlyn. But right now, it's just going to be a matter of push and pull. Tran wants to get those plates, wants to get as much gold as possible to try to avoid that notorious Caitlyn mid-game slump.
And Drake is up. It is Chemtech Drake, as Masked Zero looks like he's going for an invade. They're invading each other. Oh wait, no, I'm not. No, they're not.
No, they're just hanging around the bot lane. They know Dragon's available. Fire is kind of pushed in towards the Pinky Moon. We'll see if that'll matter a whole lot. Unlucky
Ooh.
Ducky tries to get aggressive, try to use that level 6 advantage.
As no vision by anyone on that river yet. I don't think they're in a position to fight. I think they want to wait for a higher level to do something, but Master Zero is here. And that Sweepers is going to see that there are no wards in there, but looks like they're going to meet here. Master Zero and Consolo now punching it out. Flag and Drag is going to find the knockup. Consolo is so low. Pinky Moon is going to use perfect execution. Finds that first proc and looks like she's just going to die there. As Consolo couldn't do anything. She had the level disadvantage. Now that's just free Drake for NJIT.
Yep, Consolo wants none of that after seeing that skirmish go so badly in favor of them. And just like that, NJIT, they do clap back and will get the first dragon for themselves. Unlucky Ducky pumping in damage against the Aatrox hard counter.
Yeah, and he does also have a CS lead. 18 CS lead here. And a level advantage. Ooh, he does have flash. He could go for the Q3 flash, but isn't going to opt for that. As the Spirit Cleave just gives him so much shield and tankiness. I think he would have died if he tried to do anything.
He wants it so badly. He needs to be careful though. Consolo is waiting in the wings. We'll see if he actually wants to go for this. He is down 3 levels onto this Aatrox, so that might cause a bit of problems.
Yeah, and we did see that insane amount of damage going on to him from that Jarvan, so I don't think he has many resistances now. I
don't think he cares.
As now Consolo is going to go in. World Ender is used by Unlucky Ducky. Knockup is found. Looks like he doesn't have his E. Is going to save the flash there. I think could have survived if he used it, but looks like he's just going to save it for later.
I feel like saving it might have been the play there. Even if he did flash, Bane of Hades still had the Fate Seal. Could have just knocked him up when he saw that flash go down. And Masiro jumping in with the Cataclysm.
Is found onto Zyther. As Serial is going to shoot away. Does have the ult. Is not... Oh, wow. Trapmaster just sidestepping every single ability. Is able to survive that encounter. As now she has level 6.
Yep, level 6 is not going to really matter too much for, a Karma, since Karma usually gets that ultimate at level 1. But right now, again, another skirmish happening on this Rift Herald this time around.
Ooh,
as a nice...
Fate Seal is going to find 2. Knock up from Bane of Hades. As Pinky Moon is in the Shroud, as Trapmaster is already there. For the rotate, Flag and Drag not going to hit. Pinky Moon is going to fall anyways. Trapmaster at 1 HP. And now that's just NJIT getting so many kills there.
Yep. They don't get the Herald. Consolo was able to yoink that away, but a bunch of kills going over in favor of NJIT. You still feel good, despite you guys losing the Herald fight.
Yeah, and now Unlucky Ducky is going to crash this wave here, as Serial is going to get a plate. We do have 1 plate here in the bot lane. Tran, as well, as good as his performance in the first game, we're not getting much of it here, as Pinky Moon is going to get chunked down. Fire does have red buff. Ignite is used onto Fire, as she's in the Shroud. Both half health. Shuriken is good. I don't think it's going to be a recast, as now they back off of each other.
He decides to not pull the trigger on that. It would have been cool to see that fight go down, but Pinky Moon doesn't quite have the perfect execution to work with. Massive damage on that Scyther. But look at the middle brush. There's Consolo. He's just chilling.
Ooh, Mass Zero here in the mid lane. Flag and Drag. No knockup is found as the perfect execution is stolen. Pinky Moon gonna run away. Cataclysm is used, and Mass Zero finds a kill here in the bot lane now. Ulti is gonna be used by Serial. Is gonna find that Caitlyn Tran, and now Trapmaster is gonna fall here in the bot lane. Every lane is fighting. Unlucky Ducky is gonna use World Ender. Ooh, he's gonna find the flash Q3, but it's not enough to find the kill. Bane of Hades did not have Fate Sealed available, as now they're gonna drop the Rift here in the bot lane.
Yeah, this bot lane is looking very, very bad on the side of NJIT, and
Yeah,
on the
pretty
flip
even
side,
trades throughout the map.
very good
Master
for
Zero
Shen.
is gonna get slowed by the Ultra Shock Laser. He's gonna have to run away. As here on the top side, Flash.
Oh!
Oh! Q3 prediction is gonna kill Bane of Hades. Unlucky Ducky finds such a good Q3. As now Consolo is gonna have to get that ultimate from that Lulu. And Fire looks like he flew too close to the sun as perfect execution goes off. Is gonna survive.
Oh my
As
god!
now
Oh my god!
Solo, Pinky Moon finds the kill onto Fire. As now Serial is gonna auto away as Scyther falls. Looks like Consolo is
All
just
right,
able
all
to
right,
get
all
out
right,
of
all
there
right, all
though.
right. Forget everything that just happened. What the hell was that prediction coming in from Unlucky Ducky?
Oh,
But it
Pinky
doesn't even matter.
Moon
Oh, he should
finds
go
the
down.
pick onto Max Zero,
No
but
way.
ooh, is 1 HP from the ace in the hole.
How does he get out
Ooh,
of
she
this?
has nowhere to go.
I don't think he has
Oh,
a
they're
way to get out.
looking. She might try to go for the execute,
Oh no,
but doesn't wait long enough.
nah.
But yeah, that
Unlucky Ducky just
prediction.
absolutely outplayed the hell out of Bane and Hades there. That was insane. I don't think I've seen anything
Yeah,
like that.
now look, same story again. Spirit Cleave, not gonna find the shield here as Consolo fighting out Trap Master. Ultra Shock Laser hits. Bane of Hades so insanely low under his own tower. Unlucky Ducky goes for the QE. Spirit Cleave is gonna give him a little bit of tank. Does find the kill from Deathbringer's stance as Unlucky Ducky gets a solo kill here in the top lane.
Yep, a little stabby will do for Unlucky Ducky. He is playing against this counter pick so damn
Pretty
well.
well.
Yeah, he's doing that really well. That I don't know.
30 CS lead too.
I can't get over that Q3 prediction. That was
Yeah.
absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, it was like an anime moment. Bane of Hades was like, I'm right behind you. And Unlucky Ducky was like, yeah, I know.
Nah, I'd win.
As now here
Nah, I'd
in
win.
the mid lane. Ooh.
And winning he will do as this dragon is in control of Where's My Channel for the time being. We'll see if they'll actually
Ooh,
want to
fire
go for
goes
it.
in.
Oh, the stolen.
Misses the E2.
Yeah, stolen subjugates used. Now NJIT are fighting back for this dragon. And as I say that, there's some tussling happening in the mid lane.
Shen ult does find the Drake as Fire gets a solo kill onto Pinky Moon. As Exciter is going to have to use the ulti on herself as Flag and Drag. Not going to find the knock up. She's going to have to flash over that wall to safety. So the Drake does go to the side of Shen. Where's my Shen ult? But they do lose a few members in the end.
Yeah, so
As-
like we talked about this literally when the game started. We're gonna see a lot of action, and
Yeah,
lots of action we
another
got.
banger game.
19 kills in 14 minutes.
It is just unbelievable. As NJIT finds
they're
the
gonna
Flag and Drag onto Khan Solo.
Oh, they're gonna keep it going.
As Pinky Moon walks up. As Bane of Hades is here as well. Is going to use a Flag and Drag to get out of there as she gets trapped. As the Shuriken does not find anyone. As Fire going for the kill under the tower. Is going to have that stolen ultimate. Is just going to die. Serial just outplayed Fire here in the bot lane. He took one too many turret shots, and that's going to be the end. As now, Serial is 5-1 right now. She is actually the win condition for Where's My Shen ult? As Trapmaster here in the mid lane with Tran. As Pinky Moon is by herself. As Exciter joins the party. Looks like they're just going to try to go for this tower here. As...
One more auto should do it. Okay. Just
Ooh,
wait,
they're not
just
gonna
clear
find
it out. Just clear it out. Wait for the next wave. They'll be fine.
Oh my
They'll
goodness.
get that just fine. Yep, that is gonna be a whole lot of damage, especially when you have a mythic advantage right now.
Yeah, and that Yone is gonna build that Kraken Slayer, so he's not gonna have a mythic for another item or so. As I think he's gonna go for the Hull Breaker. As Bane of Hades just chaining every single ability
he's
so
dead.
incredibly low. Ace in the Hole is gonna find Bane of Hades. Tran.
Oh, that's you hate to see it when you're in that position, especially when you're relatively low, and a wild ace in the hole decides to mark you, and you have nowhere near you. No one near you. The body block.
Ooh, fire in the bush. Is gonna break the bone plating of Pinky Moon. Ooh, does not find the root. Is gonna steal the perfect execution as Pinky Moon.
Oh, he goes for it.
Ooh. Fire is just playing out of his mind. I think it was just a fluke when he died to Serial there. Because that was such a good play by him, as I think he could just go for the bot lane here. That bot lane tower.
Yeah, he's gonna do exactly that. That should be a free tower for him. NJIT. Now they have been slowly but surely coming back from what seemed like a really bad early game, especially when Serial had 2 early kills. It does seem like this area has settled down quite a little bit.
Ooh. Is gonna find the ace in the hole. I think that's for first strike gold, however. Exciter is in the party. Ooh, it looks like she's greeting for this. Is gonna have to use her Shirelias as Unlucky Ducky. I've never seen a Yone get diffed this hard by an Aatrox. Usually it's the other way around. As Fire is playing super aggressive onto Pinky Moon. As Mask Zero drops the Rift Herald here.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't think he wants to be there.
Ooh, finds a Flag Drag Catalysm to go back in. Pinky Moon is able to escape using her E and goes back into Mask Solo. But now Con Solo is by himself. And now he's just going to get out of there. Rift Herald marching towards their base. As Serial is now in the area. He's going to use that Ultra Shock Laser. Finds Trap Master. But here in the top lane, they're just bleeding out. Unlucky Ducky, just so insanely strong. Uses World Ender.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh, the minions.
Oh my goodness. Is going to get killed by the minions. He missed too many Qs, and Bane of Hades is just going to get a kill here. He is still 40 CS down, though, but Drake is spawning in 20 seconds.
Oh, wait,
as Consolo's back is going to stop. Mask Zero is here. He's going to use that pillar to get Tran out of there. He's going to have the flag and drag. Knockup is good. Now Consolo just has to walk it out, as Exciter is going to have to use that Wild Growth on herself to survive. Fire is on the pursuit. Has no ultimate stolen yet. And it looks like they have control for this Drake. NJIT are going to take this Hex Tech.
Yeah, they didn't get any kills, but they were able to just zone them away from this dragon, so they will take this no problem. Right now, things are looking very, very dicey on the side of Where's My Channel. And like you said, it's all going to be up to Serial to try to keep this team alive. Maybe even look for a comeback win. But we'll see, though, as Pinky
Moon re-engages into Trap Master here. Hextech Rocket Belt is going to go. Serial is able to get the kill. That's another kill. Feeding onto that Serial. And now Tran is going to run away. Is out of mana. Looks like they're just going to be able to take the mid tower here. And with that mid tower gone, they're opening up so many flank angles. As Mask Zero does find the flag. No drag, however. Ooh, Cataclysm onto Exciter is going to polymorph for just a little bit. As Bane of Hades is in the area.
Oh, here comes
World Ender. Unlucky Ducky is here. Flash Q finds 2. And now Fire. Everyone is using their ultimates. Fire with a triple kill. Consolo is on the run. Oh, Flash is going to be used. I think Consolo is just dead here, as Pinky Moon is able to find him back. Oh, they're just BMing him now. Oh yeah, my goodness. Oh my goodness. These guys are cheesing. Oh.
They're going to stagger to deaths like it's Overwatch, man.
Oh, man.
And just like that. Actually, it is a pretty smart play. Baron's coming up in 5 seconds. Keeping this Trundle alive is actually a really good idea. It's not... It does look like it's BM on paper, but it's really actually a big brain play coming out of NJIT. Someone must have called that out. Hey, Baron's coming up really soon. If we keep this Trundle alive a little longer, he's going to be staggered for this Baron fight, and they're going to do just that.
Bane of Hades did use that TP. Looks like he's not going to be able to get much, as...
Pinky Moon
going in. Oh, wow. That huge damage to Cataclysm. Pinky Moon finds 1. And Serial just doing insane amounts of damage. Pinky Moon gets a double kill. And they're able to push them off this Baron.
And they're going to do it.
It
Pinky
looked
Moon?
almost confirmed. It looked almost confirmed for NJIT, but they're just able to flip this so well, even without Kong Solo there.
That is really insane, honestly. Serial was somehow left untouched during that fight. Or at least that's what it seemed like. Was able to pop the lightning crash and was able to just absolutely disintegrate the front line that is of NJIT. And they will get that Baron for themselves. And this gold differential is slowly getting closer and closer.
And because of that flip, this game is anyone's game again. Once again, we're seeing a pretty even game as they are down only 2 towers and only down 1 Drake. So I think that where's my Shen ulti? They can win. Serial is so worth for the team. He's doing so much damage in every team fight, and she was one of the main reasons why they were able to turn that Baron fight. As I think that there's just so much pressure created by NJIT that they're not going to be able to push that well. But we do see Bane of Hades in the bot lane. They are picking towards him. They do see him as I think they're sending 3 down.
Yeah, Bane of Hades is going to get caught here.
Ooh. Bane of Hades was in the bot lane for too long. There's 3 there. Doesn't find the knockup. He's going to be stunned. Is going to use a stolen Fate Sealed. And Bane of Hades just dies there.
Yeah, there was backup coming in, but seeing the position that Bane of Hades was in, there was no way he was getting out of that.
Definitely not. I mean, even if he had every single summoner spell available to him, it would still be really hard to get out of there because tier 1 tower is gone. He could have been able to get to his team that was on the way there, but I feel like they would have just died as well. As Pinky Moon is going to get that ult as Tran is just farming using that first strike.
And,
Ooh, Flag and Drag onto Excither. Mask Zero is going to use a Cataclysm. Finds 2. Flash out by Excither. Lightning Crash is going to be used as well. Mask Zero down to half health. And Serial doing so much damage is eventually going to die. Is now Mask Zero dashes in. And Fate Sealed is going to be used. Finds 1. TP coming in onto that flag. As Lucky Ducky is going to pop the World Ender. Perfect Execution is stolen. Is going to walk over that wall as Unlucky Ducky. Not able to turn. Finds 2 people on the Q2. Q3 no good, but Pinky Moon is so low. Fire goes golden, and while he's golden, Unlucky Ducky dies. And now Shen ult. Where's my Shen ult? They just get an ace here, and that's going to be Drake going on to them. And look at that gold deficit. It's cut down to just 500 now. What an insane
I don't know
game.
what is. I don't know what is going on right now. It has been a push and pull this entire game, or at least that's what it felt like.
Now Bane of Hades finishes that Hull Breaker. Now has the buff. Wow. So, where's my Shen ulti are able to turn the Baron, and now they're able to turn the Drake. NJIT are just falling short pretty much every fight here. We did see that Aatrox having such a big lead in the top lane, but it looks like Bane of Hades did a really good well of getting that lead back. And he is building Grievous Wounds for that Aatrox and that Silas. And that J4 really too. As no current objectives are up. Ultra Shock Laser is going to chunk down Tran there.
Yeah, we're crossing into that 25-minute mark. Baron still not up for another 2 minutes.
Bane
And another 1v1.
He is going to go back to his human form. As now he's just pushing in the bot lane, just farming, snowballing at the moment. And now look at that, a 100 gold lead to the side of Where's My Shen ulti.
Yeah, then again, it is relative. When the gold is kind of in the hundreds, it's almost at that point. Uh-oh.
Oh, Excither didn't want to take that Hex Gate there, as now he dies from Tran's Ace in the hole. That's just a terrible pick for Where's My Shen ulti as
At least it was on
NJIT
the
were
at
just
least it was on the support. But then again,
yeah,
it does suck because you're kind of just autopiloting. You're trying to just TP into somewhere, but and then you
yeah,
realize
Serial.
you got a lot of people
Oh,
there.
Pinky Moon is gonna get hit here. Is gonna not gonna get rooted. She's just gonna use that shuriken to get out of there. Perfect execution was stolen
Oh, the console is
as
here.
Han Solo is here to protect that tower. Mass Zero does take the flag. Ooh, almost hits onto Pinky Moon here as Fire takes a tower shot. Trapmaster here to join the fight. Han Solo is just gonna clear this wave here, and it looks like they're gonna call off any type of fight here. And NJIT gonna go for a cheeky red buff steal.
Yep, and they'll do just that. And with that, it's going to be 25 seconds left on this Baron, and the
Tran.
Tran is slowly starting to chunk a
Serial
good
is
bit.
in a bad spot. Is able to walk over that wall though, and reconvene with her team. Baron is spawning in 7 seconds. NJIT did find a base. They did find a good reset here, so I think they're ready to fight. Unlucky Ducky pushing that bot lane. He does have TP available in a few seconds.
Yeah, Trapmaster needs to start putting some vision down, as should the rest of the team. But yeah, with the second Baron on the line, it could go to anyone. But right now, yep, it seems like NJIT are trying to set up that vision right now. Bane of Hades will be able to get this tier 1 top lane. But are they gonna go
Now
for
it
this?
looks like they're looking for a pick. Flag and drag found onto Bane of Hades. Cataclysm is going to be used. Does find the shield. Is going to use a Fate Seal. Not found. Doesn't find anyone as Consolo is alone. As he's going to get knocked up, World Ender is going to be used. And that's going to be 2 picks from NJIT as Pinky Moon is also
Oh,
there.
he's dead.
He's going to get killed by the ace in the hole. And Serial just not able to be in the fight at all. Exciter is going to have to flash out of there. Triple kill from Tran here.
Penta?
Serial is just running away. Is going to have to flash out. Is one man versus the world. Serial is able to get away just for now. But NJIT looks like they're just going to secure the Baron here as Ultra Shock Blazer does find it.
Oh, another dash. It just came back just in time.
Serial is just making a break for it. She should be careful not to get hit right now as NJIT finds the Baron. And she is just stuck as the entire team backs. Fire still on the pursuit for her. Looks like she could go for an execute here, I think. Oh, never mind. Is going to get hit by that Stylus.
Really well played, but
Unlucky.
yeah, it's going to be the Baron going over to NJIT this time around. And Fire with a very aggressive teleport, but the rest of the team is pulling up.
Oh, Fire is going to go golden. World Ender goes off by Unlucky Ducky. Cataclysm kills Bane of Hades.
What?
Now they're on the pursuit of Consolo. Exciter loses half her health from Ace in the Hole as Trapmaster doesn't find the root. He's going to have that redemption healing though. He's just going to safely get out of there, but that does not matter as now the entirety of NJIT are marching towards their nexus.
They only have a single melee creep, and it's already smited away, but look at this damage coming in from NJIT right now. They don't even need minions to even take this turret down.
Han Solo does have that wild growth. He's going to get engaged on by Fire here. And Serial is back in the fight, but not enough.
It's
NJIT.
done. It's done. Blink and you miss it. It didn't even take.
NJIT find game 2.
Yeah, it didn't even take 30 minutes this time around. This game was longer, but only by 3 minutes. But goddamn, that was a really intense game. Just like the first game, there was some back and forth in that mid game, and then suddenly NJT they get a burst of momentum, and it was enough for them to close it out. And close it out they will with a 2-0 victory over Where's My Shen ult. And that allows them to move on into the 3rd round.
Yeah, and give NJIT an inch and they will take a mile. They were pretty even for most of the game, and even the gold went onto the side. The gold lead went onto Where's My Shen ult, and yet they still won the game. So they were able to take every single one of their small leads, and they were able to convert it into the W.
Yeah, and props to NJT for playing the series really well. Also, got to give props to Where's My Channel. They also played really, really well. They almost made the comeback happen twice now, but unfortunately, it was not enough, and they will unfortunately be knocked out from Fireside. And yeah, there's really nothing whole lot else to say. But right now, that I believe that'll be it for the stream for tonight. It was a relatively short one, but you got to see two really really nice games, and we will try to keep you guys updated. Obviously, on that Rutgers Discord server, whenever these matches do happen. So obviously, stay tuned for those. But that I think that'll be it from us. Unless you have any other closing thoughts.
Nah, I'm good here. It was two banger matches. Wasn't totally a stomp, but they put up a good fight.
And yeah, that will be it from us for tonight. So once again, stay tuned for those upcoming matches, and we will see you then.